a great week and are ready for another story. Today, my story is about a farmer. This farmer's name was Jake. Jake, who was a farmer who worked very hard. He had lots of crops. But in order to grow them, he needed 3 important things: seed, waters, and sunlight. The sunlight was easy to get. It would just come from the sky. The seeds, he could just buy some. But water, however, was a bit harder. Jake lived not that close to the village, but not that far away. So it was a bit of a travel to get water. But one day, while he was traveling to the village, he saw there was a nearby farm, just a bit bigger than his, but it looked roughly the same. Then he saw something else. Right where the 2 farms were the closest, there was a well. Jake knew that if he bought this well, he'd be able to use the water to easily water his crops. He didn't have to go from his farm to the city and back and forth. So the next day, he got some money and he went to the other farmer. This farmer's name was Tom. Tom was a bit cunning and always had some kind of scheme when he did something. So when Jake came and asked, "Oh, I really like your well and I could really use it. How much do I have to pay you if I can get it?" So then Tom thought and he said, "Oh, you can pay 100. But in his head, he was thinking he was only selling the well. He thought that later he could just say that the water he didn't sell. Now that he owned the well, Jake went to go and collect some water. Just as he was pulling the bucket up, Tom came running. He said, "Stop, stop." Jake asked what's wrong, and Tom said that he had only sold Jake the well. The water still belonged to him. Jake was thinking and thinking of what to do. He just couldn't think of something. So he decided there was only one thing left for him to do. He went all the way to the town chief minister. It was a bit of a ride, but he managed to go on his donkey. He went and told the chief minister everything that happened. Even the chief minister was wondering what to do. But eventually, he came up with an idea. He said, "Oh, come take me to this well. I know what to do." So now both Jake and Tom were on their way to the well. And as they were looking around, looking inside, the chief minister came by, just as him and Jake had planned. Now, Jake pretended to re-explain it to the chief minister, who then said, "Tom, have you got permission from Jake to put your water in his well?" Tom said, "Oh no, I haven't. But I still own the water." So then the chief minister said, "But you're storing it in his well. So doesn't that make it his if it's in his thing? Either you have to give it to Jake, or you have to take all of the water out." Imagine how much hard work that would be, having to do bucket after bucket, pulling all the water out from a giant well that goes so deep. Eventually, Tom just realized, "Oh, I can't do anything." So he just gave the water to Jake as well. So just like Jake, we need to remember that we also have someone to go to if we need help. We can always pray to Jesus. We can always pray to God. So anytime if we think there's no solution to something, or if we don't know what to do, we can just pray to God and ask Him. And He can always help because He'll always know what to do that's right. So to remember this, I'm going to offer a small prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for this, and please help us to remember that we can always ask you for help or to help us if we are unsure. Please help us remember this as we go through our life. In Jesus' precious name I pray. Amen. Hope you enjoyed my story this week. Make sure to like and subscribe and share with others.